Ahsoka season 1, episode number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to next week's episode of Ahsoka. Last week we had the series premiere, two-parter episode, man, and it was fantastic. I think they're off to a great start. Like I said last week, it definitely has that essentially live action Rebels feel to it. Season 5 of Rebels, but in live action, pretty much building toward that story of finding Thrawn, finding Ezra and whatnot. We had some good fights last episode, or the last two episodes rather, right? Last week the fights with Sabine and the apprentice was dope. Again, not a huge fan of being stabbed in the stomach. I feel like they're just overdoing it too much. It's not even necessarily that she survived, because I get, you know, Ahsoka was there immediately, right? So she got medical attention super quick. They're on Lothal, so they're, you know, they have good medical equipment and whatnot. And it was kind of off to the side. It wasn't really in the center in her organs and whatnot. So it's not the fact that she survived. I just feel like at this point in Star Wars, we're just doing the stabbed in the stomach a bit too much for my taste. Regardless, besides that, I don't really have too many gripes with it, man. Like I said, I think we're off to a great start, and I'm excited to see what we build toward, and I'm excited to see Thrawn in live action. I hope when he does finally make his appearance, I know we saw him in the trailers a little bit, but when he does make his appearance, I hope he does still have that feel to him that he did in Rebels, right? Because there's few Star Wars characters, you know, in the universe, villain wise, that I really like, and that I'm just like, damn, you're a villain, but holy shit, I can't help but like it. You know what I mean? And Thrawn was one of them, so I hope he does good in live action. But guys, I'm gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop into this episode.
Is that a hyperdrive core? Stop that ship.
For the Empire!
That was such a dope shot. That was probably one of my favorite shots. Probably my favorite shot in the first two episodes, man. Her jumping out that window. Dope.
Your aptitude for the Force would fall short of them all.
Thanks.
It's one way to roast her. She's a great fighter, man. She's a fucking Mandalorian. I don't know why they want to, you know, push the route of making her a Padawan and turning her into a Jedi when she's already a badass.
I'm ready.
Take us out. Padawan.
Oh, dude, I don't know. Like, I got mixed emotions about it. Like, I love seeing these two as a duo, but you don't really got to make her apprentice to have them be a duo. You know, Sabine's already such a badass as a Mandalorian. I get she's used, you know, Ezra's saber before, the dark saber, but like, I mean, maybe I'll get into it more, but you guys know I fuck with Mandalorians, man.
Kire, Kise, Daiki, Kise, Kire.
Motherfucking Grievous 2.0.
Set.
Well,
Not bad.
That's
But
cool.
Not good.
Damn. Can see where she sliced it, huh?
Your skill with a weapon comes from your Mandalorian upbringing. Those skills alone will not be enough to defeat our enemy.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Well, I discovered that according to Hu Yang, I'm the worst candidate to be a Jedi out of every Jedi he's ever known.
You told her that?
It's true.
To be fair.
Here, put this on.
Them training helmets, man. See if she can use the Force a little bit since stuff.
How am I supposed to fight?
I want you to see with more than just your eyes.
Where the Force comes in. I like that we're getting to see the training though, man. I love some training montages. I wonder if the visor is like for the actor, if she can see out of it at all. You know what I mean? To know where to go. A little bit better. Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, it takes time.
Anger and frustration are quick to give power. But they also unbalance you.
Yeah, she just started slicing, man. She's getting frustrated. I get it. Like, in comparison to her Mandalorian training and stuff, her whole upbringing, it's like she's relied on her sight and stuff more so than, you know, her hearing or like feeling what's around her per se. A little bit of James Bond music vibes for a second, kind of. Oh shit, Mon Mothma!
Outliers. We have former Imperials working throughout every level of the New Republic government. all taken an oath of loyalty.
Makes you look mighty sus.
But I believe their activity speaks to a larger operation.
It always does.
Involving Thrawn.
That name.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Say my name.
Isn't this just another attempt to gain New Republic resources to aid in what has ultimately been your personal quest to find Ezra Bridger?
Ezra vanished while fighting Thrawn.
And that you conveniently use a threat of Thrawn's return to acquire those resources that could be put to a more practical purpose.
Were you ever in the war, Senator?
Yep. Did you ever see Thrawn?
Just sat back and waited to see who came out on top?
Yep.
The Imperial fleet is scattered and broken. They have no centralized command.
Unless Thrawn returns.
Make your point, General.
Thrawn is not your typical Imperial officer.
He's God.
I know because I fought against him.
Grand Admiral Thrawn is dead. And I'm sorry to say, it is my opinion that your friend Ezra Bridger heroically died with him.
You don't know that.
General,
Bro, either motherfucker is oblivious as fuck or he's in on it. You know what I mean? With Thrawn. Like, same with old girl too, to the right of Mon Mothma and to the left. Either they're oblivious and just ignorant, or they're in on it, working with Thrawn. Cause like, dude, come on now. You know what I mean?
Where did you hear
Oh
that?
shit.
Chopper told me.
Damn.
I want to be a Jedi.
Yeah, I know you do, Jason.
Kanan, man. Oh, so sad. It's like, bro, you're talking about like their fleet is scattered and broken apart. What the fuck were the rebels? Just a bunch of people scattered, broken apart that came together, and look what the fuck happened. Imagine if they get Thrawn, like same thing will happen.
The Force resides in all living things, even you.
If that's true, then why doesn't everyone use it?
Talent is a factor. But training and focus are what truly defines someone's success.
I get it because they've always said that, but it's also like now you're basically saying anybody in the Star Wars universe.
Type of discipline it takes to master the ways of the Force. Start small.
I get it, but like they've always said that, you know, the Force resides in all living things, but it's also like it's all about your midichlorian count, right? And stuff like that too. Like, because with this explanation or them saying this, they're essentially saying anybody in the Star Wars universe can wield the Force if they train enough. Kind of like, you know, in real life, you can be what you want to be if you put your time and your mind to it. But like with the Force, I feel like it is something special that you gotta have born in you. I don't know.
The Jedi Order would not have accepted her. She is not an acceptable candidate. Standards which were proven over a millennia.
And failed.
You realize, historically, there have been very few Mandalorians who ever became a Jedi.
I don't need Sabine to be a Jedi. I need her to be herself.
She just wants her to be able to use the Force, right?
unfortunately, I won't be joining you for this one. And neither will the fleet.
What?
The Senate committee wouldn't approve the mission.
The Senate committee? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, Sabine. But it's not up to me. I don't follow the order.
Hera?
Yeah.
Yang, what's happened?
We've entered the Denham system.
Oh.
All comm transmissions are being jammed.
Oh, shit. It's like the Senate failed us before, and now we're putting all our trust into him so quick again.
My last scan indicates the transport was in orbit on the far side of the planet. However, there also seems to be a second object, something much larger.
It's a big hyperspace ring or whatever. I don't know if it's to jump to another galaxy or what.
Tailgun, please.
On it.
She said, now this is something I can do. I wonder if we're going to see Zeb at all. I don't think we ever saw him in the trailers for this. I know we saw him in The Mandalorian.
Learn to anticipate.
Now's not the time for a lesson.
I'm just a little rusty.
It kind of is the time for a lesson, man. Sometimes being thrown in the fire is the best way to learn.
The way you're both acting, there won't be a later.
Tell me what you need.
Move on my signal.
Work together instead of apart.
Ready?
Ready.
Now!
Finally, we got one.
Good work.
Got to work together as opposed to apart, man. They butt heads a lot.
Port now.
Damn!
More down.
Yang, anything?
We should be able to make visual confirmation now.
Yeah, they about to see it, huh? The giant hyperspace ring. Yeah, that's a big boy. Unless it's just for a really big ship, like a light cruiser or something. My man stays calm during these intense situations. My boy 3PO would be freaking out. It might be time to dive bomb, man.
Scan complete.
Damn!
Destroyed.
What? Bro, that looked like the whole cockpit got fucked. Oh shit. Okay, I guess that was
I
him.
need you to run a
The
full
explosion.
diagnostic. Prioritize, Sabine. We can't help Wu Yang if we're both dead. Now get on it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a droid. It's not like he's losing blood or something.
Work fast. I'm going out there.
Oh.
Out there? Out where? Just keep working. I'll distract them.
Oh, literally out there. Spacewalk style, huh? Holy shit. Oh, this is a nice shot. Yeah, bro, look at her spacesuit, man. What is the play here, dude? Damn! I wonder how it feels for being in, like, with no gravity and stuff, trying to move. Got one.
Ahsoka.
She's fine.
Did you fix the ship yet?
Where'd her sabers go? Colleen. Just like that, we out. That was definitely interesting, man. I did not expect that. There's a sea toss, right? This is the thing they had brought the map to. Oh shit! Hergil! Oh shit! Oh my god. Closer and closer. That gave me chills a little bit for some reason, man. Damn. I didn't expect to see see them down here. Look at the size, dude. Like, did they look that big in Rebels? Jeez, dude. What a place to have a battle, huh? Why are there Purgil down here, though? I mean, I'm pretty sure this is CTOS. This is where the little convergent point was, or whatever they put the map into. The reflex point, I think is what they called it.
Took my battery back up a while to cycle, I suppose. What did I miss?
We almost died.
Multiple times.
Ah, yes. Standard operating procedure.
At least Sabine and her are bonding a little bit more, man. Shaking off the rust, so to speak, right? Maybe it's time to contact Tara again and see if the Senator will listen now. I don't know if, you know, some of these senators are just fucking ignorant or if they're, you know, secretly withdrawn.
The good news is the enemy vessel is still under construction and not yet complete. There are 6 hyperdrive engines in place, with the final one being set into position.
So it is a hyperspace ring.
Yes, but I have never seen one built on this scale before. A craft with these power levels and configuration would be capable of a hyperspace jump of astonishing speed and distance.
Wu Yang,
Trying
could a
to
ring
go
like
where-
that make a jump to a neighboring galaxy?
Yep.
Theoretically, if one knew the coordinates and navigation, yes, I believe it could. The Jedi archives speak of intergalactic hyperspace lanes between galaxies, which used to follow the migration paths of star whales named Purgle.
Yep. Dope. I love the details. Oh, little Easter eggs, kind of, man. That's so awesome. That's what I figured it was last episode, to jump to, you know, the galaxy that Thrawn's actually at. Ooh! Chills.
Hunt them down.
You better send more than that. You better go yourself, because Ahsoka will wipe them out in her sleep, brother. That's where we're ending it. Damn, dude. This episode went so quick. That's the thing. These Star Wars shows, man, sometimes they're just so short. Like, some episodes really are. The premiere was like 52 minutes, and the second episode was like 40-something. This one was only, what, 30 minutes, essentially, minus the credits? I mean, I get you can't always have hour-long episodes. You gotta build up to stuff. But shit, man, I want to see more. Oh, shit. Ahsoka Season 1, Episode 3. is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. What an episode, dude. I actually really enjoyed this one too. I think they did a great job with it again. You know, the thing I would say about these first 3 episodes is just consistently good. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say it's anything like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever seen in the Star Wars universe, but it's good. And sometimes that's all I need, man. You know what I mean? Like, if it's good, I'm happy. I don't always need the best thing ever, these crazy moments, you know, Twilight of the Apprentice stuff. When I get those moments, I'm extremely happy. But when something's just consistently good, I'm happy too, man. Right? We get to see Sabine training more. And again, I get the thing is, you know, they've always said the Force resides in every living thing in the Star Wars universe, yada, yada, yada. But it's like, you know, it's like the droid saying too, certain people were selected to become Jedi based on, you know, their connection with the Force, the midichlorian count and all that stuff. And I get, like Ahsoka was telling her, like, yeah, it might be harder for you, but if you train and you do it right and you put your time in and stuff like that, at the end of the day, it's still possible for her. And I get that, but it's like at that point you're saying basically anybody in the Star Wars universe at all could become a Force user. I won't say Jedi, right? Because I don't even think, I mean, would you really? Because Ahsoka, she's not a Jedi, so can you even consider Sabine a Jedi once she starts using the Force and stuff after she's trained by Ahsoka? Probably not, because the Jedi don't really technically exist anymore. Granted, there are still some around, so they do exist. It's a hard thing, but Ahsoka isn't a Jedi anymore because she left the Order. So would Sabine technically be a Jedi? Probably not, just a Force user, so to speak. But still, I don't know how I feel about it, man, especially for a character like Sabine. Like, if you watched Rebels, man, Sabine is already a fucking badass. She already has amazing character development, amazing character growth throughout that fucking show. Like, she is a very capable person, which is why I kept saying last episode, you know, episode 2, or at the end of episode 1, rather, when she had that fight, if she was full Mandalorian loadout, she might have had a better chance, because she's like, Sabine is a fucking badass, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't watched Rebels, she is a fucking badass. I know right now it's like, hey, she doesn't seem that capable, this and that, but it's like, she's essentially training in a completely new thing. Like, imagine in MMA, you're a fucking badass, like, Muay Thai fighter or a badass boxer, and then you go and start training, you know, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or wrestling. It's like, yeah, you're a great fighter in this other, you know, mixed martial art, but you're learning something completely new now, so it makes you look like you don't know what you're doing, which in that sense, you don't. But like, I don't know, man. I got to see where it goes to see how I really feel about it. But I hope they don't. I hope they do a good job with it, because her character was already badass as hell. So if they mess it up, it's going to fuck her character up, I feel like, man. However, I love seeing the Ahsoka stuff. I didn't expect her to come out in space like that and actually fight. I thought maybe there was like a small ship on here she was going to detach and kind of go out on a little firefight. But it was dope to see her go out in space like that, take one of the ships out. That was awesome. Again, I kind of thought that's what the giant hyperspace ring was at the end of last episode, that it was, you know, they're going to use it to jump to where Thrawn's at, because the map showed he was in another galaxy. And I love that they're connecting everything, right? Like the droid had said, you know, in the Jedi archives, there's mentions of them jumping, you know, using the Purrgil essentially to go to other galaxies and hyperspace jumping there. So it's kind of dope to see them bring all that stuff into live action more and dive into it more. Super dope to see the Purrgil this episode too, man. Absolutely loved it. Another great episode is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys thought about it so far. You know, the first 3 episodes, like I said, I think they're good. I think it's consistently good, and I'm happy with that, man. But guys, if you did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Your guys' support is much appreciated. If you guys haven't already and you do want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get early access to a bunch of videos, up to 2, sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, full-length reactions, and you get to participate in polls to help decide what we do and what we react to on the channel. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.